grow. We're preparing each other for our next relationship. We're preparing each other to be the best version of ourselves for the next individual. And we have to understand that we have to accept that assignment. But it's hard for a lot of people to accept that assignment. It's hard for a lot to take that assignment in and come to terms with that, because it's people look at it, oh, I'm not wasting time. You're not wasting time. You ain't got nothing better to do. While you're not doing anything, you could be focusing on a whole bunch of different things. And that's cool. Focusing on your career, focusing on school and all that, that's great. At the same point in time, it's not teaching you how to love. It's not teaching you how to be with somebody. It's not teaching you how to connect with somebody. It's not teaching you how to have a genuine, real love connection with somebody, a conversation with somebody. You can do all of the things in the world to distract you from that whole aspect. But when it's all said and done, you will want to be with somebody who's going to accept you, and you're going to accept them. And you don't want somebody to be with you because, oh, I'm getting older, I'm not getting any younger. Oh, they're so nice. They do nice things. Or, I just feel like I'm just tired and this is safe. You don't want to be somebody's safety net. You don't want to be somebody's brand muffin. You don't want to be anybody's you want to be somebody's fire. You want them to light a fire in you, and you light a fire in them. And I've seen a lot of relationships where that isn't reciprocated, where one individual is the fire starter and the others are just coasting. They're waiting for an opportunity for something better to come along, or they're waiting for an opportunity in some cases, they're waiting for the fire to come in. They're waiting for that sense of spark to ignite them to fuel that relationship to the highest level. And they're just waiting, and they're waiting, and they're going through the motions, and they're playing the role. And there's other people where I see them where it's like, yo, it is taking off like flight. It is taking off like a speed of light, and it is beautiful. It is a star. It's a meteorite, and it's just going, and you see the trail, and it's taking off. And those are the moments, that's where it's very beautiful. And those are the moments where it's just like, you really enjoy it and you really embrace it.
Are you reading?
Yeah. Are you reading it too as well?
Oh, I already read it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Okay. You want to talk about it?
Well, I was going to comment on it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's Christopher says, if you can't say I love you to someone you actually love because you don't want to be first, you're playing chess and not trying to embrace the love and future. I completely agree with that.
Definitely, 100%.
Especially the way that your person described it, like that you're going to lose or whatever. Like, love isn't a win-lose thing. If you have that mentality, you've already lost, because you are on the same team, right? So you should be working together to get to this shared place. It's not a competition. And I think that not a lot of times, it comes from a place of fear.
No, it definitely comes from a place of fear, but then it's like, it's that fear. And we all have these fears and these traumas in our lives that we're getting into relationships with people. Okay, cool. We're not going to be 100% healed. We're not. Okay. And let's just say we're not, right? But then you get into a relationship with somebody, or you're starting to do stuff with people in the relationship aspect of it. It's important to basically communicate that to them. And it's important to see if they're going to basically they should also be given that choice to make that decision if they want to be involved in a situation like that. And if not, then it's okay. But it is very important that we are able to talk to people about our deepest, darkest fears and in our trauma and stuff like that. Don't be like, oh, it's too soon. You're going to scare them off. That's what you want. You want to scare off the bad people. You want to scare off the wrong people. The right people going to look at you. They're not going to take pity on you. They're going to see you for your greatness. They're going to see you for your magnificent self, king and queen. They're going to still see you as a king. They're still going to see you as a queen. Despite everything you have ever been through, you are not broken. You are not fragile. You are not weak. They still see strength and power in you. And everybody deserves that. And to say that it's too soon to impose that on somebody, or it's too soon to basically open up to people like that because, oh, you're afraid they're going to throw it in your face, then so be it. If they throw it in your face, now you know they're not the one for you.
Yeah.
If they, like, I've seen people be in relationships with people and then they get into an argument, then boom, they throw shit.
Oh yeah, I've had that happen.
They throw stuff in people's faces. I'm like, yo, that's cold blooded. Like, you don't do that. No, it's like when we're having conversations about stuff. It's like, there's a difference though. It's like when you bring up something in a situation, oh well, I kind of feel like it's this in the past versus, oh well, this is why you this way because that person
Yeah,
or you did
yeah.
this. It's like, nah, bro, you ain't doing that. That's not cool. And I, for one, people say I break up with women too quick or I end things too quickly with relationships. Nah, if it's right for me, it's right for me. But I'm not gonna stay with you because everybody's doing it. You're too old. I'm
It's
40 years
trendy.
old. You know what I'm saying? I'm 40 years old, no kids, never married, and all of that. But it's like that's not my plan. That was never my plan. I didn't want to be this guy at this age. I actually wanted to be with somebody and be like, yo, tell grandkids and tell my kids how I met their mother. But unfortunately, I never came across anybody like that
Right.
until recently. But it's even then, it's like, yo, having a conversation, being vulnerable with people is very, very, very important. And if they're going to accept you at your vulnerability and know who you are, your true self, whatever trauma it may be, that's it. And a lot of people get very jaded by the past. Oh, nah, people tell your business. I don't want people in my business. I'm not talking to people. I'm not broadcasting it to everybody. I'm broadcasting it to one individual. Now, if you take my business and you broadcast it, I feel betrayed. I feel hurt. However, now you show me who you are versus you being the snake lying in the bushes versus you being the wolf in wolf clothing versus you
Sheep's
being
clothing. Yeah.
yeah, versus you being somebody that's not who you say you are. That's not who you are meant to be for me. I need to see you in your actions, and your actions will dictate your character to me.
Right.
And I'm not gonna play these games with people. If I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you. If I'm loving you, I'm loving you. If I'm deep within you, I'm gonna say how I feel because I'm not promised tomorrow, and I'm not guaranteed anything but my breath and every day I wake up. That's my guarantee for today. And I'm gonna say how I feel and when I feel it. And if it comes out of love, great. And if it comes out of hard truth and constructive criticism, then so be it. But at the same point in time, I'm not coming at people on a malicious intent. But that's me. We can't teach character development, but you know who teaches character development? Time. Interacting with people, being around people, talking to people. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to be a lone wolf and you stay by yourself, you keep to yourself, bro, you ain't really learning nothing though. You know what I'm saying? You're not really absorbing anything. As you stay in your one horse town and you're interacting with people who've traveled the world, you will learn and see their point of view differently from yours because all you know is this. And refusing to be honest and truthful to yourself about your feelings with individuals, and I mean directly. We're not talking about metaphorically. We're not talking about speaking in code. We're talking about saying exactly how you feel when you feel it, and your fears and your fears and doubts about it, and just sitting there with that individual and just talking about it will surprise you and help you grow your connection with that individual even more so. But the more we try to hold ourselves back and pretend, oh nah, I'm not finna say I love you first. Oh nah, I'm not finna give her my heart. Or nah, I ain't finna give him my heart. I'm a whole thug out here, this, that, and the third. You run the risk of basically missing out on a blessing, like everybody may say.
Yeah.
But then you also end up putting yourself in situations with people that that they should have never been in your circle to begin with. But like they say, good girls like bad guys, and bad guys like good girls, and it's for the wrong reasons. But it's like, yo, and don't get me wrong, does it work in some cases? It do, but then it's not the good girl bad guy situation. It's the connection. It's the fact that you can basically be 100% open and honest with an individual. This 100% like I love you. I'm going to be here for
Right.
you, and it's not me saying that to them. It's them saying it to me, and us saying it to each other, and we're saying it every single day. And I remember I was dating somebody, and they would say words of affirmation is a great thing. That's my love language, right? And somebody would say that to me, and I just look at them like, why are you saying that? What's up? What's wrong? That's me coming from a hurt place as a child. Now, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All that trauma. But it's just like, yo, I'm learning myself that I need to take that in better, respond differently to it. Not everybody's out to get you. That's me knowing, being self-aware of my triggers, and also communicating that to individuals that this is a trigger. I'm sorry. Let me fix something. My bad. No.
So coming back around, you got a lot on your chest today, sir. I feel like you just need an event session today. Like we don't
I
even
think
need a
so. I think
topic. You
so.
just need to sit and vent about all the stuff you got going on
Oh,
in
oh,
here.
jeez. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Group sessions. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
I feel like that's what you need today. But we do have a topic, and it is beyond monogamy. So we're gonna circle the
Circle back.
wagons back around.
Yeah.
So with that, what when you were talking about being yourself and being authentic, that brought up for me like what challenges and benefits are there to non-monogamy?
Well, for the non-monogamy relationships is it's I would say the benefits of it is learning something new, if that's you or not. It's
Okay.
going outside of your realm, outside of your normal space, and trying something new. You may like it. You may feel like this is you. And if it is you, that's okay. Embrace that. Don't be
Yeah.
something that the church told you to be. Don't be something that your parents are. Don't be something that everybody told you to be. If you a non-monogamous person, embrace that lifestyle. Embrace that world, man. Don't let anybody buckle you into something that you ain't that's really not you. Be who you are, whatever that may be. And those that know you will love you and accept you. And those that do not, hey, this is why there's a recycling bin on every laptop, phone. And
Oh gosh,
you
this is
just
recycling people these days. Okay.
you put them in the trash bin or the recycling bin. Either way, listen, they gonna rock with
No,
you.
we don't throw people away.
No, but it's not like saying you gonna throw them away. I mean, it's a recycling bin. They probably can come back renewed. I don't know, whatever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? However a person may want to see the metaphor now. But yeah, like benefits of being in a non-monogamous relationship is one, if you're a monogamous person, it's teaching you different ways of loving because the person that is in it is showing you something that you have never been aware of. It is very uncomfortable, but then you also have to you have to ask yourself, why does this make you uncomfortable? Ask yourself these questions and have that conversation with that individual, as I did in the past. Right, I've been in a polyamorous relationship. I've been in a non-monogamous relationship. I've been in an open relationship. I've been in a lot of different levels of relationships, and they all have taught me something differently.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't like how this feels, and I'm asking myself, why don't I like how this feels? So I'm having a conversation with the individual about how this makes me feel and why do I feel this way. And I've been blessed for everybody to be understandable, coachable, and also teachable. And there's that. It's like you learn a lot.
Yeah.
You learn like there's different facets of loving somebody. And are you able to love a person one way? Are you able to love a person in multitude of ways?
Right.
In different levels of ways. And being in a non-monogamous relationship allows you that because there's people that are psychosexuals, pansexuals, and there's a whole bunch of sexual things.
All the sexuals, yeah.
Yeah, a whole lot of labels, and it's like I think I've dated almost all but one. I don't know. Actually, I think there's like 20 of them or 15. I'm lying. I ain't hit that many numbers. I think I hit like 5 at best. I think I hit like 5 at best, right? But it was like, yo, dating all of those different people, man. I learned so much
Yeah.
about myself and so much about what it means to be in love and what it means to be in a monogamous relationship and what it means not to be in one and what it means to be open about not being in a monogamous relationship. And it was like, I look back at it and I laugh and I enjoy the knowledge that I have and I enjoy sharing it with other people, as you can see. And it was just fun though. It was fun. It was like it was just so much learning. So much learning.
Yeah, and that like I truly believe relationships are mirrors. Like we go into relationships or people are brought into our lives or we're brought into other people's lives in order to teach us something, to show us something about ourselves, the world, and the other person. And so I think when it comes to non-monogamy, I think the beauty of it is that you get an opportunity to really deep dive into who you are. Like you have to be self-aware to be in a non-monogamous relationship. Like you have to be able to say, oh, I'm feeling this kind of way and I'm having these kind of triggers. And okay, let me sit with myself. What is it, like you said, what is it about this situation or this person being with this other person that is triggering me? And how do I work on me? Because it's easy.